Hey guys, so I'm going to play a video that I made a couple years ago, and this is going to dive into the aspect in our matrix that a lot of people have a hard time connecting with, as far as breaking the spell of realizing that multiple roles are being played by the ones who have been actually not been granted but stolen the power of the art of deception, through which they've know the very ancient totalitarian methods of controlling the human race. So I'm going to play this video and just break it down a little bit. So, there are multiple characters being played, multiple roles. No one person in the elite plays one character. They are used in multiple ways, utilized. They play males, they play females. So here's George Bush, the character George Bush, who is also the character of Charles Manson. And this is one of the methods they use. They play a good guy and a bad guy. It's very clever. So it's a yin and a yang. It's a dark and a light. And I play both characters. It's the art of deception. It's the art of turning both sides against each other. And that's just kind of like on one level. And then you get into the royal level, where you have Princess Diana, who is actually a man, who is actually the character of David Furnish, who is the male partner of Elton John. And everybody remembers Elton John singing at Princess Diana's quote-unquote funeral. So yeah, lots of deception going on with her. Or AKA him, which is, par for the course with how they do this stuff. Richard Pryor was a comedian, and Steve Harvey is either a digital avatar version of Richard Pryor or the actual same person. One of the ways, pause that for a second. One of the ways that this deception is pulled off is, and it's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, so I try to come into this with like a gentle approach. That's the fact that one of the biggest taboos is that nobody's allowed to fake their death. It's like the biggest taboo that you can imagine even doing. So that's kind of the magic trick that they hide behind, is that nobody would even think about doing that. And the perception is with the masses of the generated, brainwashed public, the workers, the spenders. We're not talking about the buyers, we're talking about the spenders. The ones that they want to deceive are the ones who are spending not their money, the ones that are spending their time. Because spending your time is wasting it. And wastefulness promotes profit in a money world. So they want everybody to waste their time. The more time that the masses waste, the more money that is made. So they will come up with the biggest taboo that they could possibly come up with, which is faking death and then assuming a new role. Now, that said, this stuff is put in place years in advance. This is not something that is on the fly. These are 100-year plans. We're talking about, family lines that have been in control of what we call Earth, which that gets into another subject, but what we call Earth and the Earth realm and the Earth reality and time. And time, we cannot trust what time is because the calendars are wrong. The way the Earth and the sun and the moon and the cosmos work together is all wrong. It's completely contrived and made up. And so we can't trust what time is. We can't trust timelines. We can't go off of that. And they know that. So they're playing on that. And so they're using very small family lines. And that's why these characters, just another quick point, that's why these characters, they keep it small. They don't want to use, that's why they use one person to play multiple. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's conversion. It's converting. It's lowering the amount of people that are in the know. So if you want to pull off a 100-year plan, or let's break it down. You want to pull off a 20-year plan, and you want a very influential kind of character to play multiple roles, and you want to pull off multiple situations. So you don't want to use too many people, because if you involve too many people, there's more to lose, because there are more people who are going to, by nature, human nature, want to tell somebody. So how they keep these people quiet is that they actually set them up through multiple ways of brainwashing, raising them in a situation where they are in fear. I'm not going to get into other BS conspiracy theories about MK Ultra or anything like that. But there are definitely brainwashing, mind-altering ways that and motivation, like so there's incentives also that will put any human into a mindset that if I do this, I will be given this. Basically, it's a way to convert your lucky status of being born into these family lines that are Luciferian by nature, and inside of that DNA and that bloodline, and that gets into a more let's not even get spiritual. It's more into a calculated version of what Earth and reality and time are. So all these big name celebrities are born and raised. See the 666 sign? Stevie Ray Vaughan is Tommy Lee Jones. So they play these multiple characters. It's just what they do. They're all, and here's the thing, is these humans that are used in these situations, it's not like they're not talented. They're very talented. They're raised into a society of a different mental ability. And we can get into Marilyn Monroe and Albert Einstein. The correlation between this woman and this man, and actually they're the same person, is kind of a fascinating turn of the century kind of way of introducing the Baphomet into the modern American society, bringing a very sexual object and a very anti-sexual object, and a quote-unquote genius and a quote-unquote bimbo into what we call reality.